This is Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. Then come down Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. I'm at Port Imperial Ferry Terminal, New Jersey, near the Lincoln Tunnel, the ferry to Midtown Manhattan. It's on one side of the Hudson River. Manhattan's on the other side. It's about a 5-minute ferry ride. And tonight it's commuters returning from New York and holiday tourist day visitors going to New York. This is 13th in a series of open mic, and I've listened to myself on a couple of the intros with the other open mic. I've kind of described what I thought open mic would be and why it's not that and why I continue to go even though I continue to repeat this exercise even though it hasn't meant okay. I'm done with that. This is a complete mystery to me. I don't fully understand what motivates me to continue it, and the biggest mystery of all is why are people listening? This is the most popular thing I'm doing on my YouTube channel. I have Chris Squires, who's my second most popular thing on my YouTube channel. He's a legendary rock and roller. He was British. He was a founding member of the band Yes. He died. I had one of the first post-death videos out about him, and ever since then it's had high placement. So why this open mic is accumulating more minutes than celebrity status, death, Chris Squires, high search ranking is a complete mystery to me. So, listeners, why are you listening? I don't know. Why do I keep doing it? I know a little bit more, but it's still a mystery. Here we go. Open mic. The drill is the same. I go to Twitter. Tonight it's Tamir Rice. I'm a childhood was in Cleveland, a suburb on the west side, the second suburb out along the lake. Went Cleveland and then Lakewood and then Rocky River. That 10 miles made my life 100% white. I didn't really know any black people in any friendly way until high school. And even then, it was a majority white college prep school. I saw Michael Moore's film, talked about how in some countries prisoners get to vote, and sometimes even candidates come in to pitch the prisoners on why he or she should vote for the candidate. In the U.S., according to Michael Moore in his most recent documentary, in the U.S., prisoners can't vote. I knew that. But in some cases, even once you've, quote, paid your debt to society and left prison, you still cannot vote. You combine that with a different perspective of the war on drugs to describe how the war on drugs has been a war on black people, imprisoned black people, and whether it's a conspiracy to take black people out of the voting public or not, I can't say, but Michael's case is compelling. So the drill here, I click right here like anyone else could do. Another thing I want to say about my profile has a couple hundred listeners or a couple hundred followers. I am not an entertainer. I don't have celebrity status. There is nothing about my profile that allows me to attract and retain the attention I'm getting. So if you wonder the same thing, why are people listening to this? Why is Tom Duty continuing to do this? I've told you I don't know what the answer is, but I know it's not that. There is no special status of my profile. People glance and in a flash they decide to engage, listen, for some reason, a noticeably high number of people are listening and listening at length on my click history reports. All right, not that it's the most important thing, but Tamir Rice is a handsome young boy, a warm smile, and it is just a tragedy that he was killed the way he was. The reporter to have a gun. The caller said, might be a toy gun. Cops pulled up, bam, he's dead. It happened in in you know 30 seconds. Car cops arrives. Tamir Rice is dead. Like 30 seconds. The video is just it's hard to watch. And yes, I think it'd be harder to watch if I were black. But for any black listeners out there, I'm telling you, it's not easy to watch being white. 20 tweets and just, like a matter of me making a sentence, 20 new tweets. So the drill is I go down here and I search for, this means Tamir Rice situation is very different from other. Okay, so here's my first one. I picked Kayla. Kayla tweeted 28 seconds ago. And Kayla, warning, several unpopular opinions below. So Kayla makes it easy for me. I reply tweet to her. That's also an RT for you non-Twitter people. RT, reply tweet, same thing. It's also called a mention. It's all synonyms in the Twitter jargon. So unpopular opinion woman, and then I leave her Twitter ID, which is Kayla Hurd. It's not. It's Kayla M Hurd. And I look at her profile. I pick a few keywords that describe her. I think unpopular opinion woman is 3 words that describe her. She, of course, doesn't call herself a woman. I know Kayla is a female name, feminine name, and I know the picture is a woman. So I articulate women. I type women. She uses a unpopular opinion in her profile. So then I go on with her Tamir Rice tweet, and I say, I'm going to do the, there it is. I just have to type a T, and I get the drop down Tamir Rice. Again, the Twitter hashtags are not sorted by alphabetical. It's by what's the most likely one that you're typing. And right now, 1 letter T, you got Tamir Rice. This is hot. Like as hot as any trend I've been on. Tamir Rice, and then I'm going to do the Spanish question mark, DIFFERENT, and the other question mark, and I just can't believe I did this. I forgot to get my invite to open mic link, which is now on my clipboard. And so I go and put this link in a handy place. It usually stays on my clipboard through the whole thing. Okay, so now I have the link. Listeners, I said very clearly I don't know why people listen. That doesn't mean I quit thinking about it. It just means I quit saying it. However, this drill of coming to a public place where there's activity, car activity, if I have to compromise, but pedestrian activity is my first choice. And high volume pedestrian traffic is the best. So I came here last night because it was Sunday and Hoboken would have been dead, low traffic, and this is higher. But what brought me here last night doesn't apply tonight. but I'm here anyways because I have less time. Okay, so now I go back to my uh, Kayla tweet. So again, unpopular opinion woman, and then her arroba, her Twitter ID. Then I put Tamir Rice, different. So I believe I've captured her Kayla's thoughts. And again, my tweet includes who she is and what she tweets. So I have to be a little more clever, a little more pressured on fewer words. So with that, I add my JPEG. And ciao. So that was my first tweet. Listeners, I do that again and again. 158 new tweets. 158 new tweets in that amount of time. So while I was tweeting to Kayla, which of course was clumsy, my link wasn't ready, but it still is a very clear indication that this Tamir Rice is hot, like smoking hot. And here's someone that used the F word. The F word is fucking in this case. No one is fucking. This is an adjective. I guess it's an adverb, but fucking 12 years old. But used as an adjective. I'm a guy trying to figure it all out. So Rob Craig tweeted 45 seconds ago, and I'm trying is a keyword. I think I'd like to say figure it all out guy, but it sounds like he's got it. So he's being a little more humble in his words. So I'll do the same. Trying to figure it all out, man. And then I leave his Twitter ID. I go to the other side of it, and I'm going to say fucking 12 YRS, 12 years old. And then I put the hashtag T, and bam, there it is, Tamir Rice. I just feel terrible for this kid. I feel terrible. He's dead. I feel terrible for the survivors of this kid. I watched that video and I just imagine was once a father of three. I'm a father of two. My firstborn died. You know, it was a villainless crime. It was a car accident. No reckless driving, no high speed, no drugs, no alcohol. No one was irresponsible. It's just a damn accident, and he ended up dead. 5 people total involved in both cars, and minor injuries of 4 of them, and head injury resulting in death of my late son. Absolutely no one to blame. It's a matter of get over it. This one's different. So here we go. 20 more tweets. Like, it's just incredible how fast these are coming. I start looking for a tweet to choose, and then in a blink, there's another 20 or 30 fresh ones. So then do I click on that and wait for it to refresh, or do I? A rookie officer and a 10 to 15 year veteran pulled into a parking lot. Now this person has put an image, but it's text. It's one of the clever ways to get more text in a tweet, so I'll read it. A rookie officer and a 10 to 12-year-old veteran pulled into a parking lot, saw a few people sitting underneath a pavilion next to the center. The rookie officer saw a black gun sitting on a table. He saw a boy pick it up, the gun, and put it in his waistband. Cleveland Police Patrolman Association President Jeffrey Fulmer said. The officer got out of the car and told the boy to put his hands up. The boy reached into his waistband and pulled out the gun, and the rookie officer fired 2 shots. Not the video I saw. However, I'm going to see if. So this guy makes it easy. I'm doing a reply tweet to him. I got Scotch, not the country, the liquor, Scotch, beer, regular man, regular man, regu, regular man, text account of, again, there's the letter T, a hashtag plus the letter T, and you got Tamir Rice. That's all it takes. This trend is hot. Maybe the Democratic debate was this active. So if that's true, then this is second. If that's not, this is the hottest one I've been on since I've been doing this, which is about 5 weeks. 80 new tweets in that amount of time. 80 new tweets. Oh. I like this tweet. It's provocative, though I don't understand it. This is listeners. I search. I'm selective for tweets. 20 more tweets. I'm selective for tweets. I prefer profiles that say something I can use, and I prefer people. Prefer people that I know, man, woman. Sometimes it seems to be a person, but I don't know the gender of the name. The picture is too small for me to know if it's a male or a female, or it seems to be a person, but there's not a picture of a person. Those are ones that I look over. Um, and I try to go for people who are people, a man or a woman, with a couple of words in their self description that I can use. Speak into existence and can be a mogul in a minute. This is kind of a synonym to the 15 seconds of fame quote of mogul in a minute, girl, woman. So I'll say murderers not found guilty. I put my Google link. Ah. Oops, I forgot that. Uh, I forgot the Tamir Rice hashtag. If I don't do that, then my tweet doesn't get into the trend. I'm picking these tweets because they are using it. I want my tweet in the same trend as theirs. And there we go. 100 new tweets. 100 new tweets. Brooklyn girl, I might take some getting used to. Brooklyn, NYC. Time to get used to woman and trouble getting IMM lady. She tweeted 2 minutes ago. And she uses POC, which obviously means people of color. POC was also a beer in my childhood, Cleveland childhood, and it was Pride of Cleveland. I don't know if this captures her. EIFFERENT. Different. Whatever. Her tweet was hard to condense. Brooklyn, NYC, time to get used to woman. Then I use POC, which is not Pride of Cleveland. POC is people of color. Must be different. Added my Google link. People are gathering, listeners, watchers. I don't want you to miss this. People waiting for a ferry. Well, this thing is so active, it's just hard to. One screen refresh and the tweet goes down pages. So, 100 new tweets. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they were. I didn't get my Tamir Rice. So this woman is intersectional feminism. I don't know what that means, and I'm going to lose it. I clicked, I opened her profile. Now I do the back arrow. This is going to refresh, and snow dye will be screens below me. If this tweet were slightly less popular, I might be able to find snow dye, but in this case, I can't. Okay, so Michaela Kors tweeted 5 minutes ago, and I'm going to call her KC Girl Woman. I'll just call her KC Woman. I don't like to use girl because I want to have text left behind that shows I think I'm tweeting with adults. I do not want to be engaging kids, or at least I don't want to leave a lot of evidence that I'm engaging kids. There could be kids behind these profiles. I don't know. So Michaela makes it easy. She is a KC woman, I assume that's Kansas City. Well, Michaela, if wow is all you can say, then that's all I'm going to type. Wow is all I can say, she says. And that gets the Tamir Rice tag plus my Google link. And another tweet. I do this for about another 40 minutes. $59 more tweets. Writer, reader, student, teacher. Andrea, you've made this easy for me. So Andrea tweeted 57 seconds ago. She calls herself writer, reader, student, teacher. So I say writer, reader, student, teacher, woman. And I'm going to say her tweet is essentially does not deserve to die. And again, the hashtag with the letter T. That's all I need to get the Tamir Rice drop down. I add my Google link. $58 more tweets. 58 more tweets, and the time again, I'm getting a little faster as I do as these open mics progress. I get a little more fluid. I'm clumsy at first, so that was fast. Now there's another 20, so that's 78 new tweets in about my that woman, writer, teacher, reader, writer, teacher, student, woman. She made it easy. She put bam. I didn't have to sift out the adjectives. She made it clear. So she was relatively fast. I've now gotten fluid as this open mic has advanced probably 20 minutes now, and 78 more tweets in a very short period of time. So here we go. Here we go. Karen Smith. Karen Smith is there as a cartoonish character of herself with a, Diana Ross size, Diana Ross in her prime size afro, which I really like. So she's a mama of two. She's a resident of MO. She's got a big afro, if that cartoon character it represents her own hair. So she is Webbs. Yep, she is Webbs, 1934. So what does she call herself? Mama, M-A of two, M-O. She's already, now this is Webb. She's already following me. This is the one with the cartoon character, the giant afro. I'm trying to think of who else had a, I don't even know if Diana Ross did. I know one of the Motown singers had a huge afro. Um, anyways, so mama of two, Missouri woman. And now what does she tweet? She tweets, so I'm going to say kids are, I'm going to say my kids are grown. My, whoops, Uh, my kids are are grown. Racist. Cop could kill. She uses lead to their death. I'm doing kill. Um, so now I do T for Tamir and my Google link. And go. So that is my first interaction. So I got maybe 20 minutes into this thing, probably 25 minutes. And so I was notified that someone followed me, I think. Uh, okay. I thought I got notice that a woman followed me, but I misread it. They flashed to my screen. It was a little too fast. Uh, so now web's 19. Now I'm not misreading it. Twitter, when it gets this active, it loses things. So I've got Pearson shared now. Pearson. Uh, Pearson shared. Uh, Says nothing about herself, and I didn't engage her, so I'm only going to follow her. And besides, uh, Karen Smith has retweeted. Karen Smith is the Web's 1934. Karen is the one that has the cartoonish character with a mega-sized afro. It seems one of the Jackson, maybe Janet had a big afro like that at one time. This woman's kids are grown. I have a feeling her afro's not that big anymore. Um, so she retweeted me. So I'm going to see if I can find her. Yeah, look it. There it is. Awesome. So I got to look at her profile again. She calls her mama of two. Resident of crazy Missouri woman. So I'm just going to call her a Missouri woman this time. Last time it was just M-O, but I'm going to spell the word out. Spell the word S-O-U. Ms. O-O-O-U. Missouri. Ms. R-I. Missouri. Missouri. Woman. Webb's 1934. So now I type retweeted me. I do the Tamir Rice. I got to do the letter T, not just the hashtag. That gets me Tamir Rice. I do my Google link. And, I didn't put grazie. I always put grazie for the retweet. So I get my Grazie. So I have Missouri woman. This is Webb's 1934. Retweeted me. I did the Tamir Rice tag. I got my Google link, and the Google link would allow someone to get their voice on this live stream with me. Their voice would, of course, also be carried forward onto. Anyways, Karen, thank you. That was nice. Tamir Rice. There's another hashtag running called Tamir Rice Riots. That it's not trending. I got another notification. I'm trying to get back on track with fresh tweets. See, someone has retweeted me. They say nothing about themselves. They have almost no followers, almost no following, and they're soliciting for, you know, scam type stuff. So I will leave that alone. I will go back to Tamir. The Tamir trend. Again, it shouldn't matter, but the kid was handsome. He was a nice looking kid. It does not make his life more valuable, but I'm looking at his picture and I'm struck by his good looks. All right, he calls him, this is Babur's prophecy. He calls himself organizer, director, actioner, artist, educator, writer, Sufi, which I don't know what it is, outlaw from Tupac tribe. Well, it could be that Tupac is a Tupac. I don't know why he calls it a tribe. A Tupac doesn't sound like a Native American tribe, but these kids in the picture could very well be Native American kids, so maybe Tupac. So I'm going to chance a Tupac tribe. Let's see if I can get something on that. I'm going to call him a Tupac tribe, man. Because that might say a lot. Tupac tribe, man. And his tweet is longer than what I'm going to write, so I do T for Tamir. And I'm just going to say final RPT. I already have the. Oh. And so again, this is Babur's prophecy tweeted 3 minutes ago. I tweet Tupac tribe, man. Final report, Tamir Rice. I give it my Google link, give it my JPEG, and ciao. 79 new tweets. 18 more, so 79 is almost 80, 18 is almost 20. We got about 100 tweets in a blink. I like this. This is Vicky Diggs 1 minute ago, and and I was a micro click off, and now Vicky Diggs is, 5 screens down. Something else opened up by the time I do my back button, it refreshes, and now Vicky Diggs is several screens below, and some of my slower moving trends, some of the trends that are slow moving that I follow, I could go and find her. I could maybe do it here too, but it's just not worth the time. Here's a woman named Shannon. I will follow Shannon, senior history major, UMW woman. So Shannon becomes, in her words, fat, feminist, UMW woman. And I'm going to, 2 seconds, space, and the Tamir hashtag. I do my Google link. And now when I go, now the people have gone. That was a boatload of people and relatively full. The boat can fit many more people than that, but this company organizes it that I've never been on even a rush hour, I've never been on a truly full boat. They're a little more careful than that. So that group of people that went by in about maybe 3 minutes time, that is about as full as a New York waterways boat gets. Testing. Ouch, ouch, ouch. First one. Okay, now this man, King, so he won the lottery. He adds the word once, which I think, of course, is less important. If he won the lottery man, we're really still talking about Tamir Rice, a kid who was aiming a gun, fake or not, at 2 police officers. So I'm going to simply say Tamir Rice was aiming one gun, which I think kind of in a blink looks like words in favor of killing Tamir. That's the first one. This is the first one that I've read that's in favor of the cops. I watched a video that shows there's no argument in favor of the cops, but I'm reading these tweets tonight, and there may have been more videos that came out, and they seem to be describing something I didn't see. Even the ones that, like me, see this as an unjustified killing, or certainly an avoidable killing. Yeah, see, here's another one. This is Maxine Baptista, 57 seconds ago. Maxine is brown sugar 7878. That's arroba brown sugar 7878. So she writes, she saw the video I saw. I have the censor's other videos available. But anyways, this says, Maxine, I hope she says something about herself good. She says plenty. Love my 5 babies, including my husband. I'm a proud supporter of Obama. Amen, alleluia, assalamu alaikum, mazel tov. So am I. Advertising, marketing, RTs are not an endorsement. So I'm going to follow Maxine Baptista. Seems to have Mardi Gras, but I think Carnival uh, pictures, they seem to have a Latin inspiration, South America maybe. So I am replying to Maxine, and why, shit. Brown sugar, 7878. I'm going to say, I've said repeatedly that I can't find these people. If I misclick, brown sugar, 7878. Bing. And I made a mistake. Damn. Oh well. Child, I misclicked. It was probably a micro off, and I end up opening a different screen. I hit the back arrow, and Maxine is gone. So, ciao, Maxine. Anyways, her tweet seemed to indicate that she had seen the same video I'd seen. And it seems other people are watching different videos. Here we go. More interaction. Dr. Berglund is now following me. Okay. I'll probably leave that alone. Dr. Berglund, thank you. So here we go. Jennifer writes plenty, 20-something, Baker, school psychologist, kind of fun. PhD, team fit, pretty, witty, girly, worldly, one who likes to party but comes home early. Okay, one who likes to party but comes home early. Sounds like Ted Cruz. This woman sounds like a liberal, though. So I'm going to call her, I'll reply to Jennifer, and I'm going to call her PhD school PSYC psych woman. Yeah, she seemed to see the same video I saw because it says Tamir shot even before the car was put in park. You know, that's why it's so outrageous as a viewer of the video. Does that really? You got to put the car in park before you kill someone? Obviously not. If there's an adult and the gun's real and he's pointing a gun and you shoot and the car's not in park, it's irrelevant. But this has just got circumstances that scream in favor of the kid, an unjustified killing. So here we go. Tamir, car not even in park. And that gets my Google link. And I got maybe 20 more minutes of doing this. $80 more tweets. 80, 80. So this Black Lives Matter woman, and I'm going to put just simply Tamir, I feel sick. Put my Google link. And my media. and tweet. 34 new tweets. All right, this woman seems to be British. Socialist, atheist, solidarity woman. Her tweet would tell me she's British. Socialist. I already forgot. Socialist, solidarity. What was the other word? Atheist. That's it. I don't want to skip that one. Atheist woman. Okay. I'll do Tamir Rice. I'm going to say 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Glad. This is what I'm glad. I'm going to read my words as I say. Glad for you, not UD, UK. There goes my Google link. Oh. Yeah, see, there was one misclick, but I got away with it because I clicked on dead space. But if that had taken me anywhere, then the tweet that I just did would be lost, which I've done probably about 5 times tonight, and each time it pisses me off about the same amount. 60 new tweets. Yeah, here's something that partly is what I'm reacting to is just the trend. Wow, the trend, just the activity of the trend. It is just pegged at the #1 spot. Advertisers aren't even above it. Okay, now I got 2 notifications. So I had one backlogged, which I just I verbally said thank you, but I didn't chase after it because it was a follow. Okay, so now I'll follow that person. Peculiar Christian Doctor. This is Dr. Michael Berglund. Peculiar Christian doctor who loves God and his people, natural first physician, author of Tired of Being Sick and Tired, chiropractic internist. Okay, so he followed me, and this seems to be a product of tonight. Uh, Funny tweets. Okay, here's Naked Determina. I know she was from last night. So it looks like I got Joe Cobb. I got funny tweets, which I remember from before. Tim Donahoe. I've got Reef Point Realty and Dr. Michael Berglund. Michael Berglund is the one that I read the profile. He's an author and he sends his books. Oh my gosh. Now I got like your tweet, followed you. Now it's really taken off. So now that I'm backlogged, so now I got Joe. Some more shit to support black crime. I don't know what he's saying. And let's see if his profile says anything. As a hobby, I run a network of websites mostly with colleagues high resolution images. Other than following Joe, I'm going to leave that one alone. If he said he was a, you know, uh, you know, pro-life Republican, extreme conservative, gun rights, uh, then I might do something with Joe. Otherwise, I'm leaving him alone. Now here's Hewlett Cool. I'm definitely leaving Hewlett alone because I'll read what he says. Hewitt says the last picture before the death and rest in peace, sweet Prince. It's a promotion to Prince. He's not a prince. The kid had no status at all. He was a kid. He wasn't a prince. So now we got Scout Out followed me, and Scout Out liked one of my tweets. So, and Scout Out gives me something to go with here. So I will reply to Scout Out. We turn every night into an adventure. Now there's two young women in this picture, and so it's either a man or a woman or an organization. So so maybe it says where they are. No, we turn every night into an adventure. Um, so every night into an adventure. So I'm torn. Do I call them women or an org? Women or an org? I'm going to say women. Uh, every night into an adventure, women. Uh, liked my Eat the Cookies is now following me, and I'm almost an hour on this right now, and this is typical. It begins to cook, and in tonight's case, I'm about to like my Tamir Eat the Cookies retweeted. So, Tamir. Oh, I see. I did a arroba instead of a hashtag. There we go. Liked my Tamir Rice tweet. Oh, shit. Michaela Kors retweeted. It's just really taken off. I knew tonight would be hot. Uh, liked my Tamir Rice tweet. Now I add the Google link. And my image. And now I'm really, I have to be selective with my feedback because I can't keep up. And so I could just skip my feedback and just keep selecting fresh tweets. And no, even though I got a couple of feedback pings, it's the same profile, so I can keep up. I will not skip anything. So Michaela Kors, she, Casey Girl Woman, what I think I called her last time, she retweeted. So I'm going to her profile. Yeah, and there I am, right on her list of tweets. I'm right at the top. She has a pinned tweet. I'm right below it. At the moment, the freshest thing she has, other than her pinned tweet, is not fresh. So my tweet to her was 34 minutes ago, and so now I can just say simply KC woman retweeted my Tamir Rice tweet. Add my Google link. I say grazie. And I do so now I'm being invited to something called Bing. Bing, I know, as an advertising platform. Uh, yeah, come to Bing Bing. Okay, that one I'm going to ignore for now because it doesn't seem to be related to Tamir, and I only have about 5 more minutes on Tamir. So I get 3 or 4 more tweets, and then I'm done. I will look at my notifications before I quit, but I'm going to go with fresh tweets right now. Okay, here's Dean, born and raised in California Bay Area. BB fan. That probably means basketball. Love the believer. Hate the belief. Atheist. So I just like when people use atheist. Atheist. California. California man. Uh, criminals can't. I'm going to go criminals, no cops. Cops, no criminals. And Tamir is sort of in favor of the cops, kind of, not really. And I add the my image, Tamir Rice. I got my Google link. Twitter tells me I have 9 characters to spare. 60 more tweets. So that was Dean, who tweeted 2 minutes ago. I still have that one notification that I haven't looked at. I got 648. And I clicked on 60. Now it's 60 is 80. And it's just not updating. It just happens when Twitter gets this active. Tamir Wright, innocent 12-year-old boy, lost his life. What was his crime? So this is great. I love when people ask questions. And so I'm going to do Church of Christ woman. And I'll do hashtag Tamir. I'll do the Spanish question mark. What was his crime? You know what? I can get clever with this. I can condense it. What was, I'll put the hashtag here, Tamir. What was Tamir Rice's crime? Now I get rid of the other hashtag because I had it duplicated. space, my Google link. And got my image. And there goes that tweet. I think I'm going to do one more. And I decided to let my single backlog notification pass, but I will look at it. This might be my second last tweet, because if that backlog feedback is worthy, I will do something. Okay, here we go. Tom Kovac. Tom Kovac is in favor of the cops. Not a lot out here tonight. So he's a paralegal. Born vivant. Don't know what that means. So this is simple. He's an inventor, media pro man. He's got a lot of text. I could, if he tweeted back, I could pull a different description of him each time. Tom Kovac, 17 minutes ago. So inventor, media, pro man. I have to, somehow in my clicking, I got the wrong tweet. I got the wrong Tom Kovac tweet. So I got to remember the old one. Tamir Rice, threat to people. Okay. Boy with a Tor gun is a threat to people. There goes my last tweet. I got that one backlog, 80 new tweets. This is hard. Oh, now I got 2 notifications. Okay, here's Michael Cocker. Is inviting me to Bing Bing. I'm gonna like it. I probably will forget. So, Church of Christ woman. See, this is interesting. Velodrama Pool says nothing about himself or herself. Belladonna, herself. The picture of dancers. I think it's 2 dancers. A young boy, not a grown man, not an adult, a young boy, a young growing boy, his life. So since that person says nothing about him or herself, I will like it. I will like Hewitt, which I missed. I am going back to this one with Joe because I don't think I did anything with it as a hobby man. I'm going to put the Tamir Rice, and he says shit, so I'm going to say shit. And that's a retweet. The solicitation scam type stuff won't get a like. Wow, I don't know why. I still get surprised when cops are acquitted of these crimes. I'm going to like that. I think I already replied to that. Now I'm done. We'll go back to the beginning. Uh, this is the 13th time I've done open mic. And in other sessions, I open explaining what I'm trying to do. Now, 13 times later, I haven't really hit what I'm trying to do, yet I continue to do it. It's a mystery to me, not complete mystery, but one I can't articulate quickly. Someone else is following me. Julia Brignol says nothing about herself. I will follow her. So, so again, my motivation to continue to the 13th time is partly mystery. Why this is popular, why my click history reports say it's the most, it attracts and retains more minutes of attention than my next biggest thing, which is Chris Squires. Tribute to his life that was made upon his death and by chance and by, you know, search engine selection. I ended up getting high rankings, so that ended up being the biggest thing I did. Celebrity death plus Google search, YouTube search, maybe other searches. It ended up being a big hit. A lot of clicks, a lot of views, a lot of minutes viewed, but yet collectively, open mic is bigger. And so my click history tells me that it's a fact. Why is a mystery to me, so I'll quit trying to guess. However, it does boost my motivation to continue. I'm at Port Imperial Ferry, which is in Weehawken, New Jersey, near the Lincoln Tunnel. Oh, you know what I can do in a final? I'll show the city of New York, New York, New York. This has been Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, good evening, or restful night's sleep. Ciao.